The unexpected drop. The internet exploded earlier today when W Korea's official YouTube account suddenly uploaded a never-before-seen behind-the-scenes video featuring BTS's V, Kim Taehyung. Titled simply The Secret Film, the clip appeared without prior notice, sending fans into a frenzy within minutes. At first glance, it looked like a typical fashion shoot recap. Taehyung posing under soft lighting, surrounded by the creative chaos of cameras and stylists. But soon, fans realized this was not footage from any previously released campaign. The setting, the styling, and the tone all hinted at something completely new, something meant to be kept under wraps. Within 1 minute of its upload, Taehyung's secret video became the #1 trending phrase on X, formerly Twitter, in over 40 countries. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. Was this a teaser for an upcoming W Korea exclusive? Or had someone uploaded it too early? Chaos among fans. Armies across the globe immediately flooded social media with theories. Some believed it was a planned soft drop, part of a surprise campaign. Others argued it might have been a technical mistake, a video scheduled for next week but released by accident. Clips, screenshots, and slow-motion analyses began spreading like wildfire. One fan tweeted, "He looks different here," referring to Taehyung's new platinum blonde hair. Another fan noticed subtle visual clues, like the appearance of an unfamiliar logo in the background, possibly tied to a new luxury collaboration. Fan translators jumped into action, analyzing every whisper, every motion, every piece of background conversation caught on tape. The fandom's energy was unmatched, turning this short clip into a full-scale global event in under an hour. HYBE's silence and speculation. As the video continued to dominate headlines, all eyes turned to HYBE, the label representing Taehyung. Normally quick to issue clarifications, HYBE remained silent for several hours. That silence only fueled more theories. Insiders close to the industry began whispering that the clip might have been part of a confidential creative project meant for internal review between HYBE and W Korea. If it was released early, that's a serious coordination error, one entertainment journalist said. Reporters from Korea's biggest entertainment outlets began contacting HYBE and W Korea for comment, but both declined to respond. The mystery deepened. W Korea responds. At 6 p.m. KST, W Korea finally broke the silence with a short but impactful statement. The video uploaded earlier today was part of a scheduled release plan that was moved ahead unintentionally. We sincerely thank everyone for the excitement and support. Although the tone was calm, the choice of words unintentionally implied there might have been internal miscommunication. Fans, however, weren't upset. If anything, the surprise drop only made them more thrilled. The video, now officially recognized as part of W Korea's Hidden Frames project, had already amassed over 8 million views in less than 12 hours. What's inside the video? For those who watched it closely, the clip revealed a Taehyung that fans rarely get to see, unfiltered, natural, and effortlessly charismatic. He was seen laughing with the crew, adjusting his own outfit, and offering creative input on camera angles. One moment even showed him quietly playing with a vintage film camera between takes, suggesting his deeper interest in photography and directing. The soundtrack, a minimalist jazz instrumental, added to the mystique. Many fans described it as pure Taehyung energy, classy, emotional, and artistic. The artistic message. Film experts and stylists soon joined the online discussion. According to W Korea's creative director, the secret film was meant to highlight Taehyung's multi-dimensional artistry. One insider explained, he's not just modeling, he's directing, expressing, and curating his own image. That's rare in this industry. Several fashion houses that had previously collaborated with Taehyung reposted the clip praising his presence. The aesthetic, clean, monochrome, and cinematic, was being dissected by professionals in the fashion world. The video was no longer just viral, It had become a cultural moment. Global reactions. Major international outlets like Vogue Japan, Harper's Bazaar, and LUK picked up the story, calling it the most unexpected yet iconic drop of the season. Fans in Paris even organized a spontaneous outdoor screening of the clip, projecting it on a large wall near the Champs-Élysées. In Seoul, fans gathered outside W Korea's headquarters holding banners that read, "Thank you for the masterpiece." What began as confusion had transformed into celebration. On YouTube, reaction videos multiplied rapidly. One popular Korean fashion blogger commented, "This isn't just a behind-the-scenes clip. HYBE's official statement." By the following morning, HYBE finally released a statement through its PR team. "We are aware of the video released by W Korea and appreciate the overwhelming positive response from fans worldwide. The collaboration reflects Taehyung's creative vision and ongoing partnership with leading fashion media." The calm professionalism of the statement reassured fans that there was no internal conflict. If anything, it confirmed Taehyung's growing creative autonomy, a signal that the singer was moving into a new era of artistic freedom.
Taehyung breaks his silence. Late at night, Taehyung himself posted a short message on Weverse. "Surprise is sometimes the best way to share art. Hope you liked it." That single line sent fans into emotional chaos. Comments flooded in from all over the world, thanking him, praising him, and analyzing every word. His post was later accompanied by a photo of an old film camera, identical to the one seen in the video. Fans interpreted it as a confirmation that Taehyung had personally shot parts of the clip himself. The aftermath, a new era for Taehyung. In the days that followed, Taehyung's secret video became a benchmark in K-pop visual artistry. Brands reported increased engagement whenever Taehyung's name appeared. W Korea's online traffic spiked by 300%, and the magazine announced a special collector's edition inspired by the video. Critics hailed it as a turning point, proof that Taehyung had evolved beyond the image of an idol into that of a true creative visionary. From his subtle storytelling to his command of visual mood, he was redefining what it meant to be a modern artist. In the end, what began as a mysterious secret video turned out to be a powerful reminder. Sometimes, even an unexpected release can rewrite the narrative of an artist's legacy. Industry shockwaves and artistic respect. Even days after the video's release, the fashion and entertainment industries were still buzzing. Several creative directors from major brands publicly praised the short film, calling it a study in controlled intimacy. W Korea's editor-in-chief later revealed in an interview that Taehyung had been directly involved in conceptualizing the shoot's visual tone, from lighting choices to the final cut of the video. He's not just the subject, he's part of the visual architecture. This revelation stunned even veteran photographers. In an industry often criticized for treating idols as passive muses, Taehyung's hands-on role positioned him as a creative collaborator, not merely a model. Top stylists began referencing the Taehyung effect, describing how his elegance could turn minimalist looks into global statements. Within a week, online stores reported sold-out items of the exact coat and accessories he wore in the video. It wasn't just a campaign anymore. It was a movement. Fans take it global. By now, armies had transformed the incident into a worldwide phenomenon. Fan bases in Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, the US, France, and Brazil held simultaneous streaming events on YouTube to celebrate the video's success. Thousands of fan art pieces were shared on X and Instagram, reimagining scenes from the film and watercolor, digital realism, and even clay sculpture. Korean design schools began discussing the W Korea x Taehyung release in lectures about media impact and audience psychology. One Seoul University professor described it as a case study in how art, timing, and fandom synergy can reshape global marketing. Meanwhile, brands affiliated with Taehyung saw a dramatic surge in engagement, from Cartier to Celine, showing how a single artistic drop could ripple through multiple industries simultaneously. Even media critics who once labeled idol campaigns as over-commercialized admitted that Taehyung had achieved something different,
an elegant blend of authenticity and artistry that no algorithm could predict. The legacy of a moment. Weeks later, when the initial frenzy calmed, the impact of the secret video lingered. W Korea published a final follow-up article titled "The Day a Secret Became Art." In it, they confirmed that Taehyung personally requested the clip be released early, believing that art shouldn't wait for schedules. Sometimes, Taehyung reportedly said during the shoot, "The most beautiful things are those that aren't perfectly planned." That single quote became iconic, printed on posters, shared in captions, and discussed in creative forums worldwide. The moment redefined not just his image, but the relationship between artist and audience. Fans weren't just consumers, they were witnesses of his evolution. And in a poetic twist, the accidental drop ended up being one of the most successful campaigns in W Korea's history. A living reminder that magic often happens when art breaks its own boundaries. Final reflection. The story of Taehyung's secret behind-the-scenes video will be remembered as more than just a viral clip. It became a chapter in K-pop's visual history, where an artist trusted his instincts, fans amplified the message, and an entire industry paused to admire the result. From shock to celebration, what began as a mysterious upload evolved into a testament of creativity, timing, and authenticity. In the ever-moving world of entertainment, few moments manage to stop time, but this one did.